Good evening, brothers and sisters. I want to welcome you to Walking in Yah's Way, and this is Arden. And before we begin this evening, I would like to say a little prayer before I read chapter 12 of Jubilees to you. Father, I pray against the demonic spirits right now that are trying to prevent me from doing this video. And I ask that you put a hedge of protection around us right now. And I ask that you be with all those who are listening. And I pray that they be blessed by the things that they hear. And may all be blessed throughout this day and through the rest of the week. Thank you for all, YHWH. In Yahshua's name I pray. Amen. And it came to pass in the 6th week, in the 7th year thereof, that Abram said to Terah his father, saying, Father. And he said, Behold, I am here, my son. And he said, What help and profit have we from those idols which thou dost worship, and before which thou dost bow thyself? For there is no spirit in them, and they are dumb forms and a misleading of the heart. Worship them not. Worship the YHWH of heaven, who causes the rain and the dew to descend on the earth, and does everything upon the earth. And he has created everything by his word, and all life is from before his face. Why do ye worship things that have no spirit in them? For they are the work of men's hands. And on your shoulders do ye bear them, and ye have no help from them. But they are a great cause of shame to those who make them, and a misleading of the heart to those who worship them. Worship them not. And his father said unto him, I also know it, my son, but what shall I do with the people who have made me to serve before them? And if I tell the truth, they will slay me. For their soul cleaves to them, to worship them and honor them. Keep silent, my son, lest they slay thee. And these words he spoke unto his 2 brothers. And they were angry with him, and kept silent. And in the 4th Jubilee, in the 2nd week, in the 7th year thereof, Abram took to himself a wife, and her name was Sarai, the daughter of his father, and she became his wife. And Haran, his brother, took to himself a wife in the 3rd year of the 3rd week. And she bare him a son in the 7th year of this week, and he called his name Lot. And Nahor, his brother, took himself a wife. And in the 6th year of the life of Abram, that is, in the 4th week, in the 4th year thereof, Abram rose by night, and burned the house of idols, and he burned all that was in the house, and no man knew it. And they arose in the night, and sought to save their gods from the midst of the fire. And Haran hasted to save them, but the fire flamed over him, and he was burnt in the fire, and he died in of the Chaldees, before Terah his father. And they burned him in of the Chaldees. And Terah went forth from of the Chaldees, he and his sons, to go into the land of Lebanon, into the land of Canaan. And he dwelt in the land of Haran. And Abram dwelt with Terah his father in Haran 2 weeks of years. And in the 6th week, in the 5th year thereof, Abram set upon throughout the night, upon the new month of the 7th month, to observe the stars from the evening to the morning, in order to see what would be the character of the year with regard to the rains. And he was alone as he sat and observed. And a word came to his heart, and he said, all the signs of the stars and the signs of the moon and of the sun are all in the hand of YHWH. Why do I search them out? If he desires, he causes it to rain, morning and evening, and if he desires, he withholds it, and all things are in his hand. And he prayed that night and said, O my YHWH, Most High, thou art my YHWH, and thee and thy dominion have I chosen, and thou hast created all things, and all things that are the work of thy hands. Deliver me from the hands of the evil spirits who have dominion over the thoughts of men's hearts, and let them not lead me astray from thee, my YHWH. And establish thou me and my seed forever, that we go not astray from henceforth forevermore. And he said, Shall I return to Ur of the Chaldees, who seek my face, that I may return to them? Am I to remain here in this place? The right path before thee prosper in the hands of thy servant, that he may fulfill it, and that I may not walk in the deceitfulness of my heart, O my YHWH. And he made an end of speaking and praying, and behold, the word of YHWH was sent to him through me, saying, Get thee up from thy country, and from thy kindred, and from thy house of thy father, unto a land which I show thee, and I shall make thee a great and numerous nation. I will bless thee, and I will make thy name great, and thou shalt be blessed in the earth. And in thee shall all families of the earth be blessed. And I will bless them that bless thee, and curse them that curse thee. And I will be